Hey everybody, in my garden. We're in September, mid-September at this point, and this is what it's looking like. Some things are cleared out of it. I love this over here with all the cute little birds. If you could see them, they're all sitting and hanging out. This is what they do. I just kind of watch them because they're so freaking cute. Um, so I haven't even gone into my garden yet. I kind of just wanted to see what it's like when I'm not in my garden, um, and how the animals just hang out, which is kind of cool. But anyways, okay, we're going in. Um, I am seeing some good things standing. Let's see. I'm seeing some eggplant, which I am very excited about. Look at that. Okay, woohoo! I can't wait to eat that. It's obviously too little, but it's growing. And, I beat the aphids, so I'm excited about that. I have one way over there, as you can see. That one looks really good. That one's getting big. So the eggplant's moving along, which I'm excited about. And it is September. So here's another one, I think. Yeah, another one right in there peeking in. So the eggplant's moving along. We're gonna be in the 80s and stuff. So, we're doing pretty good as far as keeping all the fruit on. I'm not tearing anything down for a while, it looks like, because we're gonna have a couple weeks, or at least a good week, that's gonna be sunny and nice so things can continue to grow. My flowers are great. The zinnias are amazing. Um, Look at the lemons today. I mean, they're really getting yellowy. They're very chartreusey. So they're starting to turn, which is super exciting for me. I can't wait to pick them. They're really starting to turn now. So I'm hoping in the next week or two we get a lemon. That would be awesome. I did do some pruning a little bit yesterday of some of my flowers. They're actually holding on, and we've been dipping in the 40s at some points, so I'm shocked that they're doing this well, because dahlias don't like that. There are a lot of buds on them. Not that they're going to open, who knows? Just really don't know. And still eating out of my peppers. Got a lot of those, so those are happy. As you can see, look at this. This is what my garden looks like next to me. This is what it looks like without fabricing your garden. Look at that. That's a spot that someone actually gardens in, or did, but kind of gave up. And fabric really makes a difference. Like, the first thing I did in this garden was to lay all this fabric, as you can see, and it really keeps all the weeds down, gives you nice rows. So if you're thinking about, a space in your yard or at a community garden, I would suggest always fabricating it, because you could pull this up. So like in a couple weeks, October 1st, I'll rip all this up. The fabric, it just pulls right up, and then, the soil is exposed over the winter, which is what you want. Still getting lots of tomatoes, so lots of cherry tomatoes, which is great. And yeah, moving along. I could tell some animals were in here because I got a lot of tomatoes on the ground, so someone's been eating my little tomatoes. But stuff is still growing. I mean, tomatoes are still making progress. Lots of green ones. I'm just walking through to see. These beefsteak, I can't wait for them to turn. I've been holding my tongue for these. Like, hey, turn, would ya? But they're not yet. Hold on to that. I have run into some blight on some of the tomatoes. And I could pick this one. This one looks pretty good. Little, but nice. But anyways, everybody's looking good on the vine. Look at these nice tomatoes. I just can't wait to pick these. These are beefsteak, so we'll see what they look like. Good for slicing. And then over here, like I said, still some more, another whole row of them. These need to get picked. These are all San Marzanos right here, which I'll do that when we're done. But everything's looking okay. Just have to do some cleanup. But yeah, the garden, I just wanted to give you an update. This is what it's like in mid-September. Not too much going on. It just really depends on October. If we get good weather, you know, things keep thriving. If we don't, then we rip this down. So we'll really see as we go on, you know, what's going to happen. But garlic, if you guys are thinking, like if you have a raised bed at your home, or if you have a home that you could plant in the soil, I suggest planting garlic come October 1st and get that in, because it really needs to go through like a stratification period, which means like a cold period, a couple frosts. So I always plant mine in October, and then come probably July of next year, they're ready to harvest, and they like to go through that frost. So if you want garlic, yeah, message me and we can talk about how that's planted and what you do for that. But that's something I would plant now or coming up in the next 2 weeks. I'd plant my garlic. Other than that, a lot of stuff I plant in March. That's cold weather. You can do a lot of stuff in Chicago. I'm in 6A zone, so I could do all my brassicas then. I could do my sweet peas. You know, there's a load of things you can do, which is nice. So I'll be talking about that over the winter. All the different seeds that I use, you know, when to do what. If you really want an organic garden, if you want to do it really inexpensively. So like how I do it is I do seeds. You know, I don't go to the store and buy a plant. I grow it, and it's like for pennies. And just the thought, like everything in here was grown from seed. Everything. And it's cool because you really get to see nature work. I mean, God's creation, it's just crazy how one little seed, you know, produces such cool stuff. Here's some nice peppers growing. But yeah, and so there's so much, I don't know, gratification for me in that. But yeah, so, well, until next time.